Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with my August-September favorites. Some of these purchases were made before that, but just the products that I've been enjoying in the last couple months or so. All right, I don't have a bunch of stuff, and I also have a couple fails. So let's jump right into it, and let's talk about what I've been loving on my eyes. And it's been like super simple with me with the eyes. I'm always simple with my eyes. I'm still obsessed with my Natasha Denona bronze palette. You guys are probably sick of seeing me with this palette, talking about this palette, but this is just my absolute favorite palette at the moment. It's so warm, so pretty, so bronzy, so gold. So this has been my obsession, and every time I go to put my makeup on, I find a way to use this palette. So this has been just such a staple with me doing my makeup. And I've been loving the colourfix from Danessa Myricks. All of these products I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure I've done videos on. And this is from her nude collection. I have 10, I have 9, I have 5, I have 4, I think I have shade 13 but these are so quick and so easy. And what I love to do, I love to like just put it on my eye, put some lashes on with liner, put a little highlighter in my tear duct, and I have been going along my day with these. I also use them on my lips, so they're multi-use. You can put it on the cheek. I've used it on my cheek as well. I haven't contoured with the darkest shade yet, but I definitely plan on doing that. All right, so let's talk about complexion products. My favorite. I love complexion products so much. All right, so for the foundations that I've been thoroughly enjoying, let's start off with the Nars Soft Matte Foundation. I did a review on this foundation. This is in the shade Macao. Now, this is not the same as the original Macao that I have in the Longwear and the Sheer Glow. This is, to me, a full shade lighter on my skin tone. For reference, as a general reference, I'm NC15 MAC in case you're here for the first time. So although I loved this so much, it was just a little too light. So I decided to exchange it for New Caledonia, which is this shade right here. After I exchanged it for New Caledonia, this turned out to be way too dark. So I ended up repurchasing Macao so I can mix them together. This is how much I love this foundation. So this is totally 80 bucks because this is a $40 foundation. And I have so much foundations already, but your girl got 2 of these because it's so bomb. This foundation is so good, and I'm not a matte foundation type of girl, but this is a nice matte. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. It's a fantastic foundation. This may be one of their best foundations, and I love NARS foundations. So let me just give a quick swatch of New Caledonia in case you're my skin tone, you have Macao, and you're thinking, should I get New Caledonia? So here's New Caledonia swatched, right? This is New Caledonia swatched. And let me swatch Macao next to it so you can see the difference in tones. I mean in shades. Well, tones. And so this is Macao. And these are the two swatched side by side. So New Caledonia is considerably darker than Macao. I would say at least 3 shades darker than Macao. And it's described as golden, but to me it's more like neutral, kind of cool to me. At least that's how it looked on my skin tone. So this is why. Now let me show you when I mix the two together, because when I mix the two together, I get my perfect shade. There you go. See? Mixed together, I get my perfect shade. I wish they had made a shade with this exact same color. All right, next foundation I've been loving is, I've never used this foundation on camera, and this is the Sisley foundation. Now, I think this is the Phyto Teint Eclat foundation. I have it in the shade 9. I got this from the Nordstrom's website because they were having a sale on it. I've always heard about this foundation, but I think this particular one they're going to discontinue, and I think they have a newer version, but I absolutely love this. The only thing is it's a little light for me. And so, but oh, when you put this this is flawlessness in a bottle. And this color almost has like a pinkish peachy tone. I've never owned a foundation with this undertone. Look at this undertone. It's kind of pinkish, kind of peach, but yet it's still flattering on my skin tone. So what I've been doing, I've been putting on my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in shade 7, which is kind of gives you like a slight kind of darkish tint. And I've been putting this foundation over, and I've been using a lot of I've been using my Huda Beauty contour to like really contour. I put it up here, and then I've been using like a really dark bronzer on my darkest concealer to go with this. But this is a beautiful foundation. I was sleeping on this foundation. This is so good. Has like a very old lady kind of powdery smell. But it's so pretty, but I don't understand this undertone. To me, it's a little too salmony-ish, but I make it work. This is how much I love this foundation. So I'm going to have to look into, like I need another foundation, but I'm going to have to look into, I think, I could be wrong, but I think they're discontinuing this one and they have the newer one out. I'm going to try to find, because I know their shades aren't that great. So, because this was a darker shade on their website, I don't know how much darker it goes, but this is shade 9. But I absolutely love this. Yeah, shade 9, right? Yeah, I love this foundation so much. I've been getting a lot of use out of that. Next foundation I've been absolutely loving is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I also did a review on this. I have this in the shade Chai. This is also perfection in a bottle. It never disappoints. Every time I put it on, it just looks amazing on, guys. This is such a beautiful foundation. If you own it, you know what I'm talking about. It lasts all day. This is just as pretty as the original Born This Way foundation to me. All right, and the other, because all these foundations have been in rotation, because like these days, because before I was just doing my eye makeup and stuff like that. Listen, I've been wearing a full face of makeup. I've been beating my face. I have so much makeup. I'm going to use my makeup, and then I've been putting a mask over it. I walk around with my beauty sponge, and if I take my mask off and I see any little like separation or whatever, I just go in with my beauty blender because I'm going to be wearing my foundation. So the next foundation I've just been loving is the brand new, well, for me, the Chanel. This is the Hydrating foundation. I debuted it, I think, in my last video or maybe the video before that. I have this in the shade BD151. This is such a beautiful foundation. I am wearing it today. I just absolutely love how this foundation looks on my skin. It's so beautiful. I love my shade match. I love the color that I match myself with. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful color. And this foundation is like, if you're thinking about getting this foundation, get it a little pricey. I think the last time I said it was $65. I think it's $60 and not $65. All right, keeping with complexion products, I'm going to talk about the concealers that I've been totally enjoying. And I have to talk about the Kylie concealers, guys. I have it in Almond and Chai. I thought I brought them both out. This is Chai. Chai has like a peach kind of undertone. So what I do sometimes, even if I'm wearing like another concealer, because look at this undertone, it's very similar to that Sisley foundation. It's sort of peach, isn't it? Has like a peach kind of, but the texture and the quality of this concealer is so good. It looks amazing under the eye. And it's not a matte concealer. It's a hydrating concealer, but still looks fantastic. I wish I had the color Almond to show you guys a comparison, but so I have it in Chai. Oh, here's Almond. So I have it in Chai and Almond, and I just love, or was that Chai? Okay. The first shade I showed you guys was Almond, sorry. The next one is Chai. The Chai is darker and it has a little bit more peach. So it acts like as a corrector and as a concealer, and it just looks, to me, it looks so, like, so beautiful under eye. I'm so happy with this concealer. I love the formula from her. I think she did a great job. If you own this concealer, let me know if you guys actually like it, because I personally love it. Whew. Guys, I'm so hot under these lights. Anyway, so I'm trying to tuck my hair back from my ear. So yes, continuing with concealers that I've been loving. I've also been loving this Kosas concealer. And I remember when I initially, and I have this in the shade 08. Initially when I bought this concealer, I was like, oh, it's too light. But as I started using it, it's not. I just put a little bit. And this has a similar consistency to me, like the Kylie concealer. Very, very pretty. And I love the shade, the undertone of this. You guys know I love anything that has yellow. And it's not too light. I don't know why I had it in my head that, oh, this is too light, because when I got it, I swatched it. I figured it's too light. I never really played with it. And I recently took it out and I'm playing with it now, guys. And it is so, this is such a beautiful concealer. I love the texture of the concealer. If you guys were, you're thinking of trying the Kosas concealer, try it. It's really, really pretty. All right. Keeping with complexion products, I have been loving my Mercier, her translucent setting powder. This is in the shade Honey. I've been loving it for my under eye. I'm wearing it on my under eye today. I'm also, did I mention I'm wearing that Chanel foundation today? Yeah, I think I did. And this has a nice, very similar to the Sacha Buttercup to me, has a nice bright kind of yellow color. But with this, I like to usually set my under eye with my beauty sponge. It gets a little too bright and you could just see my under eye so bright. So I love going in with one of my brushes from my Sonia G, her Sky Face collection. I didn't bring it out. And I just go under with the brush, and I think it controls how much I put on and how bright it gets, but it's flawless. And what I do with this powder, because when I initially used it, it kind of got a little creasy under my eye. So I let my concealer, no matter what concealer I'm wearing, I let it dry first. So a lot of times I start on my face first, I'll put my concealer on, I'll do my brow, and then I'll come back and it's ready and I'll set it. And this is such a beautiful color. And even if you're my complexion, you can definitely wear this under your eye. I would suggest don't put like a whole lot, but then again, it depends on what you're going for. Do you want a really bright under eye? If you do, go ahead. This powder is really, really good. Now, this, I haven't had this for very long, guys, but yes, I broke down. I got myself the Gucci Bronzer Girl, and the hype is real. This is so bomb. I was shocked at how red it was. When I got it, I was like, holy, it's really red. The Charlotte Tilbury is kind of on the red side too. But I absolutely love that bronzer. And that's why I was like, why am I getting this bronzer? I love that bronzer. It's so huge. It's never going to be finished anytime soon. But I just couldn't help myself. So when Sephora had that, get 15% off of 1,000 points, I said, you know what? I'm going to grab this bronzer. I mean, the scent is very, very strong, like all Gucci products. But I think why this, in my opinion, may be a little better than the Charlotte Tilbury powder, like an insy bit, it's the texture on this. Because as you know, it has like a little sheen. It's not like completely matte, although it doesn't look shiny on your skin. I have bronzed my skin up with this today, guys. And I wish it was less red though. Even the Charlotte Tilbury, I wish was slightly less red. But the texture and the formula of this, that is expensive as hell, $65, right? Or $64. But I think it's still worth it. And like I said, I got this. I've been wearing this now. This is like my 4th or 5th time wearing this, and I'm already obsessed. It's so good. They did a fantastic job. And I'm even thinking, and this is shade 5, the darkest shade. I'm thinking even the shade maybe below this, I probably can pull it off. And another cheap product and a complexion product I've been loving is the blush from Rare Beauty from Selena Gomez. I have this in the shade Love. This is considered terracotta. And oh my God, it's super pigmented. I didn't want to wear it today since I'm wearing such a bright lip. I didn't want to put anything on my cheek, but this is so beautiful. I've worn this a lot. And I'm not really into like liquid blushes. I prefer like a cream. But this, and it blends out beautifully. I haven't tried it over like after I've set my face with powder and stuff. I haven't tried it that way. But this blush right here, and I plan on picking up some more shades. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's so beautiful. And this one, I put less than this on and then I blend it out. And I just love how pretty it looks like on my cheek. She did an amazing job with this this blush, like hourglass should take note. Okay, so what else do I like here? Oh, also for my cheek, what I've been loving. I'm back to loving my Charlotte Tilbury, her, what was this called? Her Hollywood Duo? Her Bronze and Glow. Her Film Star Bronze and Glow. Of course, I have it in whatever the deeper shade is. I have it in that shade. This is what it looks like. This is so pretty, but of course I don't, and none of them, both, they aren't matte. They have like a little kind of shimmer to them if you own it. And of course I'm not going to be contouring. I mix it together for a blush. This is what I'm wearing on my cheek today. So it gives me a nice kind of flush and like a little bit of like highlighting, especially now that I'm wearing this dark lip. I don't want too much going on my cheek. And I find recently, even with a nude lip, I have been reaching for this quite a bit as blush. And I find I like palettes now all of a sudden. Instead of using blush then using highlight, I like face palettes where I can just mix everything together and put it on my cheek and don't have to do the blush and the highlight, which is bad for my highlighters because I have so many that I'm not reaching for. But that's how I've been using this. And this has been in heavy rotation. Like I said, I'm wearing it today as well on my cheeks. All right, so let's talk about lip products that I've been loving. I have two. Of course, I mentioned this before, like almost every time I've done my makeup, I have been loving, you know, I love a nude lip. I've been loving this liquid lipstick from Stila. It's called Dolce. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but yet it's matte. It dries down on your lip and it does not move. And I wear it with Kylie Jenner's brown lip liner in True Brown K. This is what it looks like. Doesn't look like anything fancy to me without my lip liner, but putting it on with that brown lip liner, it's so good. And I've also been reaching for this Hourglass lipstick, and I've had this for a little bit. And one day I was like, oh, I just wanted like a true nude lipstick. The only thing with this though, but you can always go on Sephora, and I think these are like 30-something dollars. You can always go on Sephora and they're there and you can pick out a nude shade. Because the number came and it was like a little sticky. I don't know why they would do that. I'm not going to keep the box it came in. And it was right here. And of course it fell off. But I think it had a number on it. I think they're numbered. But I love the formula. This is creamy goodness. And this is the perfect nude for if you have dark skin. And let me swatch it. It's like the perfect pinky nude. And I love these type of nudes with my brown lip liner. So it's been between that and this. And it feels amazing on your lip. It feels like a balm, but it has the pigment of a lipstick. All right, so let's talk about Mrs. And although this was not purchased in August or September, I just have to bring it up because I tried using it again. The new Tom Ford foundation, the Traceless foundation, this is just a no for me, period. And I wish I could just give it to one of you guys, but I know I've used it and that's kind of in bad taste. But I'm not going to do anything with this foundation. I should have sent it back. I should have returned it. I didn't. Freaking $88 foundation, whatever it was. It's just not working for me. Somebody suggested not powdering it. I did all of that. I just do not like this foundation. It's not my thing. And another thing I was unhappy with is this Charlotte Tilbury blush. And this is Walk of No Shame. It's her cheek to cheek blush. And I love these blushes. I have two of them. This is what it looks like. The reason I don't like this though is that when I saw this on the Sephora website, let me pull it up. This looked so dark. This almost looked like it was a true, like a wine color. And I was like, oh, that would be so good for the fall to have that wine color on my cheek. And I said, you know what? I'm going to wear this, although I don't like a bright cheek. I got so excited when I saw this, right? And where is it? If I can find it, I would love for you guys to see what this looked like on the website compared to what this looks like in person. Okay, here it is on the website. See how deep that is on the website? And look at this. This is like pink. I have enough pink blushes. If I had known this looked like this, I wouldn't have purchased this blush. It's 40 bucks. So because of that, it's like a miss for me, and I'm so disappointed. And like, I don't need another pink blush. And when I put it on, it almost looks purplish mauve on me. And I don't like purpley colors on my cheek, and that's how that looks on my cheek. So, and The last thing I want to talk about as far as fails, and I just got this, but I just want you guys to see this. It's the new Milk Contour Stack. Came in this little box, and I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are my skin tone, like I said, NC15 MAC, do not bother. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 shade works for deeper skin. And I'm assuming maybe this can go under eye. I'm not putting this under my eye. I have enough under eye setting powders. Then we have this shade, this grayish, whitish shade. I don't know, because I know sometimes you can do contour and it looks great, creates a shadow. This is not going to show up on me. This is just going to look like ash. Then we have this shade. This is still not dark enough. This is like milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is not going to show up on my chocolate skin. And the only one I can probably rock is this one right here. And this was a $40-something stack. It looked beautiful on the website. I'm so glad I didn't get the creams. I have enough cream contour. But I just want to show you guys, because I bought this and I regret this, and I'm saying, why did I buy this? And I just bought the Gucci bronzer, but you guys know the answer. I have a problem. I have a makeup addiction, and I have FOMO, and I like too much damn makeup. I'm sorry. That has to be the reason I decided I'm going to get this after purchase, after having the shot at Tilbury, after having the Gucci bronzer. I decided I'm going to get the Melt Stack, and one would work for me, probably, and not even as a bronzer or anything, for me probably to contour, and I have that whole Scott Barnes palette, so I need such a beating. But if you were thinking of getting this and you're my skin tone, I would suggest no, because one color would work for you. So that's that. All right, one more thing that I've been loving, and I forgot I should have talked about it in the beginning because it's skincare, and then I'm done. It's the Mario Badescu Enzyme Cleansing Gel. This is a large bottle. This has 16 ounces. Guys, this is so good. I got this from Ulta. They had like a sale, but I think normally it's like maybe $20-something, maybe $20, $29. It's so good. You put it on, it's like you're putting like some kind of creamy goodness on your skin. There's not a lot of foam. It just looks clear in your skin, but it takes everything off. Because you know when you wash your face and then you go in with your toner, you can see stuff on your makeup wipe. Nothing comes off of this. This is so good. It's so soothing. Oh, it makes your skin feel so soft, and it smells amazing. So I would suggest this for skincare. There's like 3 smaller ones. I just grabbed the huge one because it was on sale at Ulta. All right, guys. So that is the end of my video. I don't want to keep going on and on. I don't want this video to be too long. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.